Hello there, welcome to a brand new Hobby Streak week. This week we start with day 2399, and before I get onto that, as ever, I finished off last week's by playing some roleplay. This week we were playing, once again, some homebrew D&D, where we basically just play normal, everyday people. Well, kind of. They're just not very skilled, but we've got specialist weapons, and next week we come across a chicken dragon, so it's going to be great fun fighting that. I absolutely can't wait. This week proper, however, I'm going to continue with the Star Wars Shatterpoint, can't remember its name, something to do with Scum. It's basically the Boba Fett set. A great fun set to paint. Really enjoying it. After these guys, I'll have to pick up another Star Wars Shatterpoint set. Not sure which one. I'm going to try and get one of the newer ones so I can kind of stay a little bit sort of more relevant and a little bit up to date. I did, however, have to stop halfway through. Because the plumber arrived to fix my toilet. So I didn't get the full 2 hours as I was letting him, helping sort of get him in and out and showing him where like the stop area was and everything like that, so he could get his job done. But I'm quite confident that I should be able to finish these guys tomorrow. I've said that before though, and it's not come true. But these guys are definitely very close to the end, and I can't wait to get them finished. So, super pumped about tomorrow. I think they look fantastic. Again, love Atomic Mass stuff. They're just so pricey. Today is day 2,400 days of me doing this endless hobby streak, and I'm not going to get these guys done today. So, yesterday it dawned on me that basically the paintbrushes that I'm using are not good enough anymore. They are dead or way too small. This is taking me absolutely forever to paint these guys. If you notice, it's a very, very tiny little paintbrush that keeps coming into shot with all these things, because that's the only paintbrush I've got left that isn't even isn't either hooked or just spreads out as soon as you get paint on it. So I've ordered some more, which will hopefully be here today at some point. And then I can get these guys completely finished. I love painting these guys, and I really do love painting, but by Jove, you really need the right tools for the job. I did hit an area where I was washing though, so I decided to start on my next project, which will be Ragnar blackmaine, which I did actually start painting the foot of, and then I realised I didn't actually take any pictures that I need to take from the beginning to for the paint guide and everything. So I've been waiting to paint this guy for a very long time. I really love Space Wolves. I've got a small force of Space Wolves, but I want to get this guy done so they look super nice. Plus the fact as well, it's a nice, quick, easy little 40k miniature to do. Hopefully more on him tomorrow though. Today is day 2401, and I'm not going to be able to continue on Ragnar blackmaine as, well, even though I'm with Prime, and they were meant to arrive yesterday, my paintbrushes didn't arrive, so I've got to slog on using these, well, awful brushes or really tiny brushes, and that is going to take me the rest of the day. Really annoyed me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm in a bit of a foul mood at the moment. Basically, because I just wanted to get these guys done and sort of Ragnar blackmaine further along than obviously they already are. But it is what it is, I guess, so I'll just have to like it and lump it. Hopefully they'll arrive today. If not, I'm just going to scream into a pillow, I think, for like 10 minutes. I did get an email while I was painting saying that they're out for delivery today, but, you know, I got one of those yesterday, and they never turned up. So, fingers crossed. I am currently, at the moment, I'm going to be... Well, I'm taking a little break at the moment because I've got other things to do, but later on I am going to do some more combat patrol stuff. I've got one more little miniature to put together, spray up and then paint. I've also got some more Marvel Zombie stuff that I need to spray up, so I'll be doing that later as well. So the hobby streak isn't quite over for today, but these guys are finished. Hooray! So while checking out stuff for Marvel Zombies, the stuff I'm going to be putting up or painting up, I've noticed that Star-Lord's arm is missing. Thankfully I found a replacement on eBay, although annoyingly the postage actually costs more than the model. Don't know how it happened. It happened a while ago, that's all I know. There was a big clunk a few weeks ago, and he is a casualty. So a little bit later, sorry, I nearly said that in a weird voice then. Sure, a little bit later. Sorry. Oh god, I think I sprayed too much. So a little bit later, I did actually stick the Combat Patrol dude together. Lovely model. Ignore that. That's me getting a text message, and I've re-recorded this line several times now, and I can't be bothered to do it anymore. He's a fantastic little model, I've got to say. He's absolutely gorgeous. Put together, glued him together, even though he's a snap fit model, because I prefer gluing things. And then gave him a good old spray along with some Marvel Zombie stuff as well. A nice blue and red sprays today. They match very well. I've actually got the Halo game. I really should start painting that. More texts. I'm popular today, aren't I? Ooh. Today is day 2402, and originally I was going to paint Ragnar Blackmaine. That's his name, isn't it? But instead I'm going to paint this Primaris champion that came with Combat Patrol. I was going to do him like I normally do most Combat Patrols, where I go throughout the day, but I thought I'd start with him today. Also going to start using my brand new paintbrushes that did finally arrive yesterday as well. Nice and cheap, only cost £12, I believe it was. So with this Primaris champion, what I'm trying to do is I'm actually trying to stay with the colour range that you get with Combat Patrol, because obviously I've been painting for a while, and I've got most of the colours that actually come with it, or I definitely have the colours that needed to use for, well, to paint this dude. And that's all I ended up doing today. I was going to sort of go backwards and forwards with Ragnar and this guy if I needed to, but I didn't actually need to. It's lovely and warm now in the UK. It's gone from absolutely freezing to quite pleasant. UK weather is really bizarre. At time of recording, however, I've completely painted him. All I need to do is do his base, but I'm going to add some what is it called? I'm going to add the I'm going to add the texture paint to him in a little while. I'm going to take a little break from painting because, to be honest, I've gone a bit blurry. I've been painting too long. I've been painting a lot longer than I normally did. Very happy with the results. Going to add some transfers to him tomorrow, and then that video shall be finished. In the evening, I put on the Astro Granite. I'm really still not entirely sure if that's the right name for it, and I'm too far away to look. Put that on there, so I had plenty of time to dry, and so it'll be ready for tomorrow. Today's day 2403, and I'm going to continue with the Primaris champion, and I'm going to get a little bit more work done on Ragnar Blackmaine. Not as much as I would like, though, however. Just wasn't feeling it today, to be honest. So I went slowly. Don't know what it is. I think it's the sudden sort of swing in weather. It's now really hot in my flat. Again, I think downstairs I've still got the heating on, so it's like adding to extra heat. Anyway, so I finished off the Primaris' base and gave it a quick wash to just darken things up a little bit, because that grey is still quite bright unless you put a wash on it. And while I was doing that, I started to paint the black sections of Ragnar, and then realised that I really should be dry brushing his wolf's skin rather than anything else. So I stopped and sorted that out. Once the base had dried, I then added the transfers to the shoulder pads. Very happy with the way they've come out. Always use decal softener if you've got some. It's definitely worth the purchase, especially for shoulder pads as well, because shoulder pads point up and stick out and they never sit on properly, or the transfers do. If you use a little bit of decal softener, it flattens it completely, and it is absolutely superb. 100% recommend it. After that, I then added a couple of tufts, and that was our little champion finished. Very happy the way he's come out. So after that, I went back to Ragnar. I am having difficulty speaking today. Finished off his cloak, his wolfskin cloak. Tidied up any of the bits I needed to tidy up with the rust grey, and added some silver, and that's where I'm going to leave it today. We'll work on him tomorrow, even though it's a Saturday, so I won't get as much done as I hope. Very happy with the way Primaris champion has come out, though. Absolutely lovely model. Happy that I finished him as soon as I did, though. Also, my Star-Lord finally arrived. The replacement one. I'm going to spray him up today, so he's ready to go in the painting schedule. As well as giving Star-Lord a spray, I also sprayed up some more Marvel Zombie stuff. This time I'm going for the Hydra pack. And a few independent characters that are actually part of the Kickstarter. Today is day 2404, and Well, I'm going to continue with Ragnar blackmaine. However, I've only got about half an hour today, so unfortunately I'm not going to get much done whatsoever. It's just going to be some edge recess shading. Get it right. Some recess shading in preparation for the edge highlighting tomorrow. It does take a while though when you're doing this method, because obviously you have to be as neat as possible, but I'm happy with the results. Today is day 2405, and I'm going to get more work done with Ragnar blackmaine. However, I'm not going to get as much done as I'd like to, because of course I'm doing the edge highlighting, and that takes quite some time when you're trying to be as neat as possible and to make sure that everything looks correct. However, I'm happy with the results, but at the same time I don't know if I need to go back and sort of do a little bit more, like a brighter edge highlight, because Frisian grey, I hate saying that, ends up being really quite light. It's very hard to tell about the highlighting, but I'll see how it goes. After that, I painted the gold and he started to paint his skin. Had to give it a wash with some Raccoon Flesh Shade. So while that was drying, I moved on to some more Marvel Zombie stuff. This time Rocket and Groot for the Guardians of the Galaxy set. However, though, time just crept up on me today. I don't know why or how. So I managed to get the base coat down for Rocket's fur, which is quite unusual for me, because normally I like to concentrate on this sort of the outfit first and then work on the skin after I've done all that. And then, of course, Groot is just a big lump of brown, so he was nice and easy to do. Gave them both a wash. Ragnar blackmaine wasn't quite dry, but I looked at the clock and my time was up. So I thought I'd end it anyway. It's a good place to end it. Very happy with the way these guys are coming along. I'm going to concentrate on Ragnar tomorrow and then hopefully get him finished, and then Rocket and Groot finished by Wednesday. All in all, it's been a pretty slow-ish week for me, mostly because I was working with paintbrushes that are either dead or dying and very thin to use. However, I'm very happy with the result. Really enjoyed painting everything that I've painted up this week and completed, especially that Primaris champion. I absolutely love it. I think it's a fantastic model. Looking forward to doing next week. I'm really going to start focusing on the Marvel Zombie stuff, I think, because I want to get to Galactus, basically, and I want to get Galactus painted by this summer. He's a big old boy, and I'd like to get him done. If you want to see that, and me struggle with that, because I've never painted anything so large, then subscribe to the channel. And yeah, that'll be coming up in the summer, I guess. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and goodbye for now.